Alright, so today is the evening of day 42 on these two little red-tailed catfish. Growing them up, taking videos every single day, watching them grow. It's pretty interesting to see how fast they grow. I can't believe how fast they grow. Today, I want to try to get a measurement on these guys, which is always a challenge. So, what I think I'm going to do, I guess I'm just going to do this the regular. I was trying to figure out a better way to do this. I don't want to squash the catfish here. All right, look out, buddy. Look out, look out, look out. Look out, look out. All right, so he's like right where I want to put my grid, of course. All right, you're not cooperating. All right, there you go. Move away. All right, here we go. So it's this is actually a grid with 1-inch squares on it. And I don't want to catch the catfish underneath this thing. All right. So now the tricky part is trying to get the catfish on the grid stationary. That's always the challenge. Last time I was like trying to get I was sitting here waiting for I think I was here for 20 minutes trying to get that crazy catfish on that grid. All right, so I'm going to take this this filter out. Let's see if we can measure these guys. Boy, look at how big he's getting. Wow. Alright. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some food right on that grid. And hopefully they'll go over to that food over there. It seems pretty clean, like I don't have to clean up at the beginning. Alright. So this could be a little bit tricky. This is always a challenge. I've actually seen people, what they'll do is they'll actually catch the catfish, take it out of the water, put it on like a hard surface, and then measure them. But I always thought that could really mess up the fins because they have like the 3 spikes on the 3 main fins. I don't know. I think that's hard on a catfish, actually pulling them out of the water to measure them. That's why I'm trying to do it in the water. But we'll try it. So this time we're going to feed beef liver, which is their favorite. I'm going to try to put it right on the grid so they go over to the grid. All right, so I'm going to take this camera, put it in an underwater housing, and hopefully we can get a measurement on these catfish. All right, so today is the morning of day 43. I can't believe it's been 43 days watching these two little red-tailed catfish grow up. And let's take a look over here. So my last video, the beginning of this one, I actually tried to measure them, and I found an easier way to measure them. Originally, I put that little grid down on the bottom down there, and I was like here for like half an hour, and they absolutely would not go down to that grid and sit on top of it. So what I did is I took that grid and I moved it up to the shelf up here, because I have that one that keeps coming up to on the little bench here. And sure enough, he came right up to it. Ooh, there he is, getting pretty big. I was actually looking back at my channel, some of my, the more popular videos on this channel, and it's usually the most recent one and the first feeding. If you actually go back and look at that one, where I tried to feed it and it was actually a bust. They wouldn't eat the first day. But people are like looking back to see how big the fish was when I first got it. And they're still pretty small. I mean, if you look at them compared to how big the potential size of a red-tailed cat is. But if you look at them compared to the original size of the fish that I bought, they're pretty big. The growth is pretty impressive. All right, so today I am feeding shrimp tails. Frozen shrimp tails, raw shrimp from the supermarket. Gonna thaw it out a little bit here. All right, so there you have it. They are 4 inches, exactly 4 inches. All right, so I want to put this camera in an underwater housing and give you some underwater video.